The Pakistan batters, both experience and use, came to the party today. 274 on the board. Is that enough? At one point, it seemed like they could have gotten more, but wasn't to be. But to talk about all this, I've got two legends with me, two great people, two former internationals with me. We'll get to them, but welcoming you all to Dutch-Bangla Bank Straight Drive, powered by Rocket, co-sponsor Nexus Pay. I've got with me Athar Khan, former Bangladesh international, and Ramiz Raza, former Pakistan international. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, yet again, first I'll go to Athar bhai, no-brainer there. The Miraz winning the toss, decided to have a bowl first, but it wasn't like ODI 1, was it?
Yeah, I mean, when I did the pitch report, it looked that the pitch has, the curator has left a lot more grass than what we saw in the first one-day international. And when you see that, then you expect the seam bowlers to have a bigger say. But when I went in and actually touched the pitch itself, it was quite compact. And it seemed that it could turn out to be a really good batting surface. And that's exactly what happened. Well, credit to Pakistan, because they were under the cosh. Remember, they could not handle someone like Mehidy Hassan in the first one-day international. But thanks to that wonderful opening partnership between Maaz Sadaqat and Sahibzada Farhan, which set the tone for Pakistan to put up a total. As you rightly pointed out, at one stage it looked like they could have scored more than 300 runs, Ramiz, but then mini collapse one more time.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're about 20, 30 runs short, clearly. It's a good pitch. You know, there's a little bit of green tinge to it, but, you know, it's a battable pitch, a chaseable score for Bangladesh to seal the deal.
But before getting to that, I was about to get there, Ramiz bhai. But initially, you know, as Mike Hassan after the first ODI mentioned, the youth needs to, to take the opportunity, and which Maaz Sadaqat at the very top did today. How impressive was he?
Very impressive, because I think he's got limitations around that off-stump area, but you know, he's a rookie, he's a young kid, so the more he plays, the better he'll get. And today was a fantastic innings, because he could have been bogged down completely by what he produced in the first game, but there's no jitters whatsoever. He was positive, he was taking on the bowlers, you know, he played the pull shot, the swivel shot, the cut, the drive, he saw it all. And today he made that little adjustment. He was standing on leg stump in the previous game. Today he was more closer to the ball. He stood on that middle and a little on the off stump as well, because he doesn't shuffle a great deal. But the timing was there, the intent was there, and just a great day for a young kid.
Yeah, and you know, he really did come to the party, but so did someone experienced, Athar bhai, in Mehidy Hassan Miraz, when, you know, first ODI, very contrasting, fast bowlers coming to the party, Mehidy Hassan. Today, not working initially, so Miraz had to carry on, and he actually did very well, didn't he?
Well, he has been very impressive, Samannoy. If you look at the way he handled himself in the first one-day international when he picked up a 3 for. But even today, we didn't see a lot of turn. But what has been impressive from Mehidy Hassan Miraz is his immaculate line and length control. He picked up a couple of wickets. Unfortunate for the left-hander, got the bottom two end of the bat, and then also one of the batters holding out in the deep. Why they managed to play that, or why they attempted to take some sort of a risk, because he was very, very accurate in terms of line and length. He hardly gave any room on either side of the wicket. He was attacking the stumps all the time, because he knew that he was not getting too much purchase. But having said that, he did not lose his faith in terms of trying to bowl at the right areas. I thought he was brilliant as a bowler, even today.
Yeah. 3 for in the first ODI, 2 for today, and he broke the opening stand worth more than 100. But it was his last over that made it all spicy. Ramiz bhai, your thoughts on that? That run out, breaking the 109-run partnership between Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha.
So I come from a different school of thought. I mean, today the game is played differently. I think they go for the jugular the moment they see an opportunity, and that was outside the sportsman spirit of the game of cricket or law, but he was well within his rights to get that run out. But the intention here was that there was this little tangle, and then trying to do a good deed, and you never do that to the opposition. I think there was a stern reaction, which was obvious, because the intentions were very different. One was looking for a run out, the other was trying to be friendly, and there's no room for friendliness in this contest. So I would give that like a 10 out of 100 to Bangladesh. They could have done a bit better.
Yeah, well, Athar bhai, just want to start off with talking about Rishad Hussein, yet again the leg spinner coming in and having an impact with a 3 for.
Well, when you Very impressive. When you see a pitch which offers so much grass on the surface, you tend to expect that something from the seamers. But when you have someone like Rishad Hussein, who's a tall right-arm orthodox leg spinner, he gets that extra bounce because he's very tall, and also the release points is from very high. So he kept it pretty simple as well. He went for a few runs, but also important that he forced the batters to play him against the spin. That was against the spin, the right-hander against the leg spinner. And he was successful in picking up those 3 wickets. Yes, I think he's a serious contender to be one of the match winners for Bangladesh. And he's a big asset for Bangladesh in all formats of the game. In white ball cricket, I think he can be a really crucial factor in turning the game on its head. Yes, impressive today, and hopefully continues to show his form on a consistent basis.
And certainly why he should be nurtured. But Ramiz bhai, coming to you, in contrast to this, Pakistan coming in with one change, Abrar, the leg spinner, not playing, bringing in Haris Rauf, seeing Nahidrana do the tricks. How do you think the second half will play out, and what should be the bowling action of plan of action?
Couple of very serious questions, and especially after Aftari, that's heavyweight stuff. But anyway, I'll try to answer your questions. I think Pakistan may find it tough to operate without a regular spinner because that's like, you're taking a lot of risk by not opting for somebody like Abrar. So I don't know what was the reason of dropping him, because there's no serious contender in the spin department for Pakistan. So that's a minus straight away for me. The other thing is that they've got to now rally behind the paces. And Haris Rauf is an excellent inclusion. So they've got to strike, because they are as I said, about 30-40 runs short of the target. So they've got to pick wickets, and the strategy has got to be accordingly. So slips, field in, get Bangladesh under pressure. The first 10 overs are going to be critical. 2-3 wickets in those first 10 overs could set the game for them.
And speaking of that, Athar, by coming to you, of course, ODI 1, when Bangladesh chased, they were in full control, courtesy of Tanzid Tamim. It's a different ball game together today in the second ODI, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, they were chasing 114 in the first one-day international, so no big pressure on them. But tonight they can come and chase 274. You mean the target is 275. So the way Tanzid Hassan Tamim handled himself, he looked a free-flowing batter. He played some gorgeous shots. He didn't look to trying to take on the opposition right from the word go. If there's a ball to hit, he hits it. But I think he needs to also understand the fact that if he does get a good start even tonight, he has to play a longer innings. He needs to be involved for a longer period of time. Bangladesh batters have not been tested. They chased 114, they won by 8 wickets, too easy for them in just 15 overs or so. But you have a good batting setup. You have Saif Hassan, who missed out. Litun Kumar Das was there, unbeaten. There's Ridoy also. Shanto looked very good. I think the top 4 or 5 batters will need to make sure that they're up there till the very end, because if you leave it to someone like Miraj and Afif and Rishad, so you're making yourself in a spot of bother, thinking that, okay, the top orders are not flourished, middle order will have to take the responsibility. I always feel if you're chasing more than 250 or 270, tonight 275, the top order has to put their hands up and say, I'm going to do this job for my country.
And certainly, Ramiz bhai, you've already mentioned that they're 30 or 40 runs short. 200 plus partnerships in that Pakistan innings, and other than that, they have collapsed. Two different stories altogether.
Yeah, the middle order, I thought Rizwan and Salman Ali Agha's partnership was a valuable one, but then the late middle order didn't function properly. There's too much of helter-skelter, too much of pressure to hit the ball out of the ground. Only if that partnership had continued for another 5 or 6 overs, things would have been a lot different. I was looking forward to maybe a 310, 320 score from Pakistan, but that didn't happen, obviously. Now they've got their backs against the wall. What can they do? So their shot changed as far as spin department is concerned, and so fast bowlers have got to come to their rescue. It's as simple as that, plus captaincy. I think the leadership has got to be so critical. The fielding bit, the leadership, when to engage, your match winners, when to sit back, let things roll for a little while. So all these things need to be kept in the mind. It's going to be a tough gig, by the way. It's not going to be simple because Bangladesh bat deep. They won the first game. They started so well. Just continue with that form and seal the deal.
I think just to add to what Ramiz Raja just said, I think when you go to defend 274, you need to pick up wickets. So have fielders in the catching position early on. So if there is an opportunity, grab it.
Well, when there's an opportunity to grab it, it is justified for both the teams. The experts have said it, and what is well is for the cricket lovers, which is you guys. We have a match in our hands in this Dutch-Bangla Bank series, the second ODI. The run chase follows after this. Thank you all for watching.